Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for being here. And for some of you, thank you for coming back again tonight from last night, from our ring ceremony from the school board meeting. This is our spring concert that's been rescheduled since last week due to the power outage in the school, but it's okay. We're going to make it work and have a great time with it. I think you're really going to enjoy tonight's performance. We're trying something different. We're trying to video this with audio in the background and so forth, and I'll provide a YouTube link later if you want to broadcast or send it to loved ones and relatives, that are not here tonight, or if you just want to watch it again, that'd be great. Okay, watch it over and over again. So I'd ask you to, if you would, take a moment and silence your cell phones and pagers and any of that kind of thing for a moment. Laptops and iPads, students, you too, right? So I would appreciate that very much. We are going to perform for you our 3 concert CPA, concert festival pieces at the opening, and you can see that in the program here. And these are the ones that we took to Lexington High School back in March, I guess it was, or April. And we performed on stage for adjudication in front of judges, and then we had to go to a sight reading room, sight read, as well. And this group scored a superior rating, which is the highest rating you can receive for their efforts on stage with our first 3 titles, if you will. So we're going to play those for you now, and then move on to some jazz stuff, which is a little different for us. I think you'll enjoy that, and I get to play too, which is so fun. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. All right. So anyway, I hope you enjoy our concert.
Chimes of Liberty is a military march by Edwin Franco Goldman. One of his most popular marches, the Chimes of Liberty, reflected Goldman's pride in his country. His concern for other countries and world peace was evident as well. The march was written prior to 1922 to commemorate the Washington Conference for the Limitation of Armaments. Goldman recorded it for the Victor Talking Machine Company, but he revised it at least once before publishing the 1937 edition, now largely in use. The chimes are featured prominently, carrying the melody in the trio. The march also boasts a piccolo solo that rivals the piccolo solo in John Philip Sousa's march, The Stars and Stripes Forever. The piccolo solo will be performed on the xylophone by Ethan Hastings.
recognitions I'd like to do tonight between a few of these pieces. The first one is I'd like to offer a Band Director's Award. This award goes to any student, any grade level, and it's a person who has been affiliated with our indoor program, our marching program, concert program, is a consistent member or participant with the region band auditions, has taken leadership roles within both indoor and, of course, marching as well, affectionately referred to as Mother Hen. And so I would like to, at this time, recognize Corinne Stiles for the Band Directors Award. Corinne.
Andromeda Overture uses trumpet melodies that soar over a background of driving eighth notes in this contemporary work by Mark Williams. The Allegro uses syncopation and full band scoring to start this one off with a bang. The Andante features a trumpet soloist, Harrison Boone, and rich accompaniments for a tranquil mood. The main theme returns for an exciting finish.
So there's one award that I'm not actually giving tonight. It's going to happen tomorrow, and I'm going to give it away, sorry, for the school awards ceremony. But there's a military, a Marine award. It's entitled the Semper Fidelis Award, Always Faithful. It's geared towards a musician, and normally I don't reveal that, but since we having the concert after or before the award ceremony, I thought it would be appropriate to reveal that tonight. I'm sure this individual will receive multiple awards, not just this one, tomorrow night. So this individual has been a part of our program for a very long time now, but got a late start, if you will, with our marching program. But boy, was it well worth the wait. Let me tell you, this individual was probably the absolute best rookie marcher I've ever had. And I do mean that. Out of the gate, incredible. An incredible musician, loves to play all types of instruments, not just the instrument that she plays now. And so I'm very also excited to announce that she will be headed to Clemson University this year, and she's going to be part of the Tiger Band. So I'd like to recognize Clara Cobb, if you would stand, please.
Joyant Winds. This piece has just the right combination of changing meters and rhythmic variety to make it a big hit with students. Interesting melodic lines and fresh, vibrant harmonies in this slow section provide the imaginative musical content for which Ed Huckabee has become so well known. Joyant Winds was commissioned by the Webster Middle School Band, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, John Thompson director. The Muppet Movie, with music and lyrics written by Paul Williams and Kenneth Asher. The song was performed by Jim Henson as Kermit the Frog in the film. Rainbow Connection reached number 25 on the Billboard Hot 100 in November 1979, with the song remaining in the top 40 for 7 weeks in total. Williams and Asher received an Academy Award nomination for Best Original Song at the 52nd Academy Awards. Williams and Asher, who had previously collaborated on several songs for the 1976 film A Star is Born, were tasked with writing the songs for the Muppet Movie. For the song that became Rainbow Connection, Jim Henson told them that the opening scene should feature Kermit the Frog by himself, singing and playing the banjo. Williams and Asher wrote most of the song fairly quickly at Williams' house, but got stuck trying to think of appropriate words for the part in the chorus that eventually became the phrase, the Rainbow Connection. They were looking for a way to tie in the chorus to the song's theme of rainbows. As they sat down for dinner with Williams' then wife, Kate Clinton, they explained to her their predicament of looking for a phrase that would provide a rainbow connection. Then realized in the course of explaining the problem to her that the phrase, the rainbow connection, would itself be a good fit. Williams and Asher used When You Wish Upon a Star from Pinocchio as inspiration for the song. Williams has said that his favorite lyrics in the song are, "Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far," because they imply that there's power in your thoughts. He also noted that the lyrical phrasing was written weirdly with Kermit's speech patterns in mind. In 2020, Rainbow Connection was deemed culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant by the Library of Congress and selected for preservation in the National Recording Registry. Jordan Smith will be featured on trumpet throughout the entirety of this chart.
So I have another award to give, two more, this one and one more. This is the John Gilling Award, and this is for a senior, a specific senior award. And this individual, again, active member of our concert program, our marching program, year in and year out, and also has been a member of our indoor percussion ensemble. Has learned to play multiple instruments, including clarinet, saxophone, crash cymbals as well, and has done a fantastic job with doing so. And I would like to recognize Cadence Ables at this time for the John Gilling Award.
It's Only a Paper Moon is a popular song published in 1933 with music by Harold Arlen and lyrics by Yip Harburg and Billy Rose. It was originally titled If You Believed in Me, but later went by the more popular title It's Only a Paper Moon. The song was written for an unsuccessful 1932 Broadway play called The Great Magoo that was set in Coney Island. Claire Carlton first performed this song on December 2nd, 1932. It was used in the movie Take a Chance in 1933 when it was sung by June Knight and Charles Buddy Rogers. Paul Whiteman recorded a hit version later that year, released on the Victor label in October 1933, featuring Buddy Berrigan on trumpet and Peggy Healy on vocals. The song's lasting fame stems from its revival by popular artists during the last years of World War II, with hit recordings being made by Nat King Cole, Ella Fitzgerald, and Benny Goodman, vocal by Dottie Reed. It is now regarded as a jazz and pop standard and has been recorded by numerous artists over the years.
One, two, A couple things, a couple of announcements before I issue my last and final award for tonight, and then let these young men and women finish up the show here. At the conclusion of the concert, any help you can get with flipping these benches back up to tables, like the back of the room, would be fantastic. That would save us a lot of time and effort if you guys could help us with that. And we're going to clear the stage at the end of the concert, move everything back to the band room as well. So I appreciate your patience in that. Isn't this fun, right? Right? Isn't this is different, right? Yeah. You know, looking at what I wanted to do for the rest of the semester, I was like, well, we can do some more concert pieces and so forth and so on. And I got to thinking, you know, I'm going to see if my clarinet players can switch over to alt tenor saxophone, and get my euphonium players to cover the trombone, my tuba player to cover the bass line, and I think we can make this work as a jazz ensemble. And it is. It's working, and the stage is working out for us, just barely. We're just barely on the stage, okay? But it's working out, and we've had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun. I try to tell them, you know, they can take music with them the rest of their life. It does not have to end when they leave high school. That's a choice you make, okay? So you can take it with you and run. You don't have to be a music major. You don't have to any of that stuff, but you can just go enjoy. You can play in ensembles all over the place, community ensembles and so forth. And I know I got into teaching because I absolutely love performing. I love it. And I have for such a long, long time. You know, all the other stuff is whatever. For me, it's just an internal motivation that I have, that I want to do well and I want to play. And so I want them to have that as well. I really do. I appreciate Gavin Long here. He graduated, you see, in the program in 2020. He's a music student, a music performance major at Lander University. And I'm like, you know, I really could use a bari sax player. And, you know, the Greenwood High School band director told me he'd come and play for me. I'm like, that's great, but hang on a minute. Let me call Gavin. He's like, yeah, I'll do it. So it's fantastic having him back and filling in for us in that regard. Thank you, Kevin. So the last award for tonight. I take that back. I have 2 more awards. Sorry. Let me do this one first. I would like to recognize our 4 seniors we have right now. So if I could at this time have all 4 of our seniors, which includes Cadence, Claire Beth, Brian, and Harrison, come on down. Well, we get them to this point where they're playing their best, they're looking their best, and then we send them off somewhere else. So we are going to miss our seniors. They are absolutely a joy to have in our program. They play exceedingly well. They all have different goals you see in the program, where they're going to school. We're going to miss you guys, and we really do hope you come back. And importantly, keep in touch. You know, let me know what you're doing and how you're doing. Don't disappear from this campus and not be seen again. Please, 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 okay? So at this time, these are our 4 seniors. Again, Brian Lewis, Harrison Boone, Claire Beth Cobb, and Cadence Abels. Let's give them a great round of applause. The last award recipient. Standing right behind me is Harrison Boone, by the way, one of our seniors. He's going to receive the John Philip Sousa Award for our senior. Harrison's been a part of our program for quite a while. You know, his brother came before him and so forth. Did a fantastic job, and Harrison has done no less. He has been an active lead role in our circus show. He has been a soloist in our program, as you've already seen, soloist in our marching program as well. He has been an indoor percussion for 4 years, or maybe is it more than 4? 4? Yeah, 4 years. He's played bass drum, and he's also learned how to play snare drum during that time, which takes a lot of talent, folks. And so at this time, I'd like to recognize Harrison Boone as our John Philip Sousa Award winner.
Bésame Mucho, Kiss Me Much is a bolero song written in 1932 by Mexican songwriter Consuelo Velasquez. Bolero is a genre of song which originated in eastern Cuba in the late 19th century as part of the trova tradition. Unrelated to the older Spanish dance of the same name, bolero is characterized by sophisticated lyrics dealing with love. It has been called the quintessential Latin American romantic song of the 20th century. Bésame Mucho is one of the most popular songs of the 20th century and one of the most important songs in the history of Latin music. It was recognized in 1999 as the most recorded and covered song in Spanish of all time. According to Velasquez, she wrote this song at age 16 even though she had never been kissed yet at the time, and kissing, as she heard, was considered a sin. Cadence Abels will be the featured soloist on the tenor saxophone.
One, 2,
on Route 66 is a popular rhythm and blues song composed in 1946 by American songwriter Bobby Trope. The lyrics relate a westward road trip on U.S. Route 66, a highway which traversed the western two-thirds of the U.S. from Chicago, Illinois to Los Angeles, California. The song became a standard with several renditions appearing on the record charts. Bobby Trope got the idea for the song on a cross-country drive from Pennsylvania to California. Trope wanted to try his hand as a Hollywood songwriter, so he and his wife Cynthia packed up their 1941 Buick and headed west. The trip began on US 40 and continued along US 66 to the California coast. Trope initially considered writing a tune about US 40, but Cynthia suggested the title Get Your Kicks on Route 66. The song was started during the 10-day trip and finished after consulting a map in Los Angeles. The lyrics mentioned several cities and towns encountered along the way. Cynthia later commented, "What I can't really believe is that he doesn't have Albuquerque in the song." We will kick off Route 66 with a bassline 2D solo featuring Ethan Hastings on piano and Olivia Austin on tuba. Harrison Boone on trumpet and Mr. Vickery on trombone will offer up a short call and response duet midway into the chart. Jordan Smith on trumpet will pass off an extended solo to Aidan Willis on alto sax, who will lead us to the recapitulation of the Boone/Vickery call and response. Thank you so much for attending our concert.